everybody, it's Dee Weir, and I am going to be making a spinach and artichoke ring for you today. And because it's Valentine's Day season, I'm going to be doing it in a heart shape. But you can do it in a braid, you can do it in a ring. So let's get started. So I have our large round stone today. It is the white coating on it because it's just prettier presentation going to your table. Now you could make it in our new heart stone. So let me talk about our stones a little bit. So this is the large round stone, but our plain stones that you see, the ones that are not glazed, they are now called stone fusion. And so if you have a stone from the past, we always said, don't put soap on that stone. And we were always like, you know, just it can go into the oven and it can go into the microwave. But now the stone fusion can go under your broiler, it can go into the dishwasher. So Pamper Chef has made it easier for you, because I don't know about you, but I was always telling my husband, do not put that in the soap, right? So now you can. So let me, sorry, don't mind the toothpicks in here. I had it saran wrap, but this is our new heart stone. It's on sale now through the end of the month. So I baked a chocolate chip cookie in it. I did not even use I'm like a big on making my own dough, but I was in a hurry, so I just bought a tub of dough, cookie dough, and threw it in here, and then I just decorated it. So this is our new heart stone. You could do this ring right in there, put your crescent rolls, overlap them right around this stone. So you could do it in there. You can make brownies in here. You could do all kinds of pizzas in here. So how fun and festive this will be for the holidays. And it will be delivered to you in time for Valentine's Day. So get it now. It came out last year for host only, and everybody was upset that they could not get it. So now Pamper Chef has it for a limited time and on sale through the end of the month. It's 15% off. So I believe it's $41.65, normally $49. All right. So let me put that over there. So as you can see here on this stone, I just have them laid out straight. Now, normally if I was doing a round, I would just put those all the way around. But what I'm doing today is I'm going to fill both ends, and then I'm going to shape it into the heart onto my round stone, just so you kind of like, what is she doing with those crescent rolls? All right, so it's just 2 packages of crescent rolls. Just overlap them in a circle, or like I said, I'm going to do heart shape today. So we have our batter bowl. Got to have the batter bowl. Love it. We have the small batter bowl, and then this is the classic batter bowl. It does come with a lid. I left mine over there in the cupboard. But I use this all the time for my mixing bowl. And I still have 2 of the old ones, and I have 2 of the new ones, so I have 4 of them. Because every time I'm mixing something, brownies, cakes, whatever, this is the bowl, this is the mixing bowl I use, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our pepper, and got our Santoku knife. Now, we do have some tools on sale this month. We have our prep tools on sale, and we have our coated knife set on sale. I think, I don't have the other ones up here, but this is one of the coated knives, and these are so nice, guys. They're more affordable, so the whole set for $92, normally $109. So you want to make sure, if you're looking for items that are on sale, we have a whole sheet of items that are on sale. We have the food chopper on sale. We're going to talk about the cup slice on sale. Our prep bowls are on sale. So I'll be showing you some of the things that are on sale, especially our twist and chop. Make sure you get your eye on that one as well. So back to this. So we need some pepper. Now, remember, when you're not using the whole pepper, leave the stem intact, because once you remove that stem, then your pepper is going to start shriveling up. So you want to leave that pepper intact. So we need about half cup of, I'm doing a little bit more of this. Now this is our quick slice. So it has like 16 blades. They're serrated, so it's like going into your food all at one time, all right? So you're just gonna put your pepper in here. And so when you're doing like a veggie tray, look how nice these slices are. Okay, so you have nice little slices. Now what I'm gonna do, because I wanna dice it, I'm gonna put it back in, but I'm gonna turn it the other way. And now I have diced peppers, all right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and put that in there. I probably should have had some of this done ahead of time, but that's okay. We can do it here real quick. This. I might need, that doesn't, I don't know that that's looking like a half a cup. So I might put a little bit. I might do the whole pepper, all right? I can't have enough veggies, right? So we'll just do this one. So whatever you are slicing, you can use this, you know, strawberries, kiwis, grapes, eggs. It's really nice to do eggs, mushrooms. So love the quick slice, all right? So we have that in here. Now I'm gonna take our artichokes. I have, I think I have too many here, but I'm gonna put the whole thing. What the heck? We'll just have more filling. Our food chopper. Everybody should have the food chopper, right? The key to this is smack it and release it. You see it turning the blade? When you just hold it like this, people say it's not chopping. That's because you're not releasing it and that blade's not turning. So the key to this is smack it and release it. It's easy to take apart. It's top rack, dishwasher safe. Yeah, I have about 4 of these in my cupboard too because I'm lazy. I don't like to do dishes. So I just swish it in the sink, throw it in the dishwasher, pull out the next one, especially when I'm doing a lot of entertaining, all right? So we're just going to chop up these artichokes a little bit. I probably could have just put this in the Twisting Top as well, but I wanted to show you, give you a range of products. And then especially this one is on, well, they're both on special. The food chopper, this one here, you have to work a little bit harder. So if this is the only workout that you get, maybe you want the food chopper. Maybe if you had a stress day at work, and just pretend this is their neck, this is their head, and getting all that tension out for someone who's probably stressed during the day. All right? So I'm just gonna throw that off to the side. I'm gonna just take our little handy scrapers. We do sell the white ones. These are our older ones. Okay, when you're a Pampered Chef consultant, you just have so much of everything, all right? So now we have that. Now we need some cheese. Let me see what my scissors are. So we need some mozzarella cheese. And how many of you are using bags of cheese? Because it has all that white powdery stuff in there. It's actually called cellulose. It actually promotes the growth of mold, and it's something that prevents your cheese from clumping together. So this is our coarse grater. Love this little guy. And blocks of cheese are so much better for you, right? You're always seeing all these recalls on bags of cheese. So don't even go there. Just don't even do it, all right? So we're just going to, look how easy this is to grate. Now what I like to do with a block of Parmesan cheese is I like to put it on our blender, and our blender will just make it nice, fine Parmesan. So that's what I like to do with, I'm supposed to do 4 ounces of cheese, and this is an 8-ounce block, but everything's better with more cheese. How many of you love cheese? Because I absolutely love cheese. All right, so I'm going to do extra cheese. And it does have this little holder. So when you get down to the small piece, then you could just put your cheese in that little thing. And then you could just grate it that way, okay? So we're going to go ahead and put our cheese in there. What else do I need? I need, let's see, I need 1/3 cup of mayo. So this is our measure all cup. We have the one side, this side is for liquids, this side is for your, your solids, so your peanut butter, your Crisco. You're not gonna get you're not gonna have to scrape that stuff right out of your bowl, okay. All right, so we have that in there, and then we need 1 clove of garlic. And everybody knows this is a bulb, right? And this is a clove. So many times I'll give a recipe for like 3 cloves of garlic. And when I used to do live cooking shows, I would have 3 bulbs sitting there and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of garlic. Or I had one time when someone said, oh my goodness, are you sure that recipe was right? Because it sure tastes like garlic. And I'm like, how much garlic did you put in there? And they're like, oh, 3 of these. Nope, wrong. All right, it comes with a little cleaning tool to help you get your, if your peel sometimes is down in there, you can pull it out. But as you can see, mine's sitting right there on top. So we have that. All right, so let me see, artichokes, oh, spinach. We need our spinach, so I have our 2 cup prep bowls, and our 1 cup prep bowls are on sale this month. But, so you know how you have frozen spinach, and then you're sitting there, you thaw it out, and you're trying to wring it out, you're putting it in paper towels and doing all the things, right? Here's a tip. And this is one of our prep tools on special. This is on sale for $21.25. Is it 21? Yeah, $21.25. Put your spinach in here and squeeze it out with the citrus press. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable. All right. So I will show you here after I'm done with the demo on how to squeeze a lemon and just show you how much juice you actually get out of it. All right. So am I missing anything? Oh, feta cheese. We got to put some feta cheese in there. So how much feta cheese do we need? 1 4-ounce. I think this is a 6-ounce. Have you noticed on packages, like packages now, like cake mixes and things? So if you've ever had like a recipe in the past that, you know, called for, you know, a cake mix or a cookie mix or whatever, you might have to, and you're like, I've made this so many times and it's always turned out, and why isn't it turning out now? Just look, because the measurements now, you know, what used to be a pound is now 14 ounces. What used to be a pound is 12 ounces. So I think you may have noticed that. Another thing too, like ice cream, you know, you have to be careful buying ice cream now, because some of it says ice cream and some says creamery on it, so it's not real ice cream. So just be careful when you're out there shopping today. The labels really have changed, so you just want to kind of make sure that you are reading everything. Okay, so we have this all mixed up. This is going to be so good. All this cheese in here. I wish you could smell it. Okay, I'm going to grab, I need some salt and pepper. So I'm gonna put maybe not pepper, maybe no salt, just some pepper. Maybe some black pepper. So we have our salt and pepper grinder set, which is really, really awesome. And they come nicely in this little set. So if you need something pretty for your table, that will work for you. All right, so we have this all mixed up. And then what I'm going to do is bring this over to here so you can all see it. All right. And then I'm going to take our scoop, and I'm going to use our medium scoop. We no longer sell the small scoop, which I hope they bring it back, because that's where I bake my cookies. And so when they said they were discontinuing it, I bought like 10 of them. And then they went on to the outlet and I bought 5 more. So, but we have the medium, we have the large, and we also have the extra large. All right. So we're just going to take this mixture and we're just going to put it all around here. Just scooping it all out. And you can like, we have taco fillings, we have ham and cheese and broccoli, we have chicken and broccoli recipes. So we have a lot of recipes. If you just go out to my website and just Google rings and braids, you'll be able to see a ton of recipes that you can use with crescent rolls. Okay, so we're just putting this all on top. And I wish you were all here to be able to smell this and eventually taste it, because it's going to be so yummy. All right. Now I have extra filling because remember, I put extra cheese, I put extra artichokes. But one thing with when you're cooking, you don't have to have exact measurements, right? You don't. But when you're baking, then you need it to be a little bit more precise. Let me wipe my hands here. All right. So now what I'm going to do is just take this and bring it up and tuck it under. All right. So I'm just bringing these, I don't know if you can see, just bringing these ends up and tucking it under. Okay. I didn't shut my water off the whole way, and I can hear it over there running. So I gotta shut that off. Kind of like doing demos from my home. So if anybody else out there want to get your friends together, we could do a Zoom call together and interact with everybody, right? And so I know everybody's not in my area, but if anybody's in my area, you could always come to my house with your friends, and I'd be happy to do a demo here as well. All right. So we're just going to tuck this off, and now I'm going to attempt to bring this together. Not too bad. I didn't do too bad. Just get some of this filling off of here, because you know it's gonna just sit there and it leaked out. Try to make this more of a point down here. And there we have a heart-shaped spinach artichoke. Now, you can go ahead and my friends aren't coming over till 1 o'clock, so I don't want to do the egg wash right now, but you could do an egg wash on it and then sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top of that. All right, so showing you a few more things. If you don't have this in your house, the cup slicer, you definitely want this. If you're doing strawberries, grapes, kiwi, eggs, anything soft like that, olives, mozzarella cheese, this is the cup slice, and you just put your, this is not laying flat here, and you just go down, roll it off. Okay, and it slices everything right into your cup. Now, I want you to pay attention. Do you see the bottom of this? The grapes are stuck there. So what you have to do is you have to put it back into the base to push it through. And then voila, all your grapes are cut really nice. So even little kids like to use this, okay? So this is also on sale, 15% off. Then we have our little cup zester. This is really cool. So if you're zesting maybe some garlic, maybe you want to do some ginger root, right? You just zest this, and then it has a little blade, so if you just turn it, whoops, I forgot to take this out. But this is, and then it goes right into your little cup. And it also has measurements on the side. Not that you usually don't need a whole lot of anything, but when you go like this, then there's a blade in there that pushes it all down so that it's not stuck on top. But this little guy is like, if you do have a little piece of garlic, a little piece of Parmesan cheese or ginger root or something, then it's going to help you zest it so you don't get your fingers caught on there. All right. Leak-proof glass containers, guys. You know, everybody's trying to get rid of plastic. Can you see? I made bread this morning. I made sourdough bread, sandwich bread, and then my son wanted a salami and cheese inclusion in a sourdough, so I made that as well. But these are our leak-proof glass containers, and as you can see, you get 3 containers. They nestle all inside each other, so it doesn't take up a lot of storage space. So if you're trying to get rid of plastic, and go glass, those are great things to have. That's a great thing to have in your kitchen. All right, one of my favorite things, and it is on special, is our twist and chop, guys. I could have did this whole thing in there and just put everything in there and mixed it in here as well. So I'm just gonna plug this little guy in, and I'm just gonna show you with an onion, right? So you can do your eggs in here if you're doing egg salad, ham salad. If you have leftover chicken and wanna make chicken salad, put your chicken in here. I even take cubes of raw chicken, put it in here and grind it up, and I make homemade chicken sausage patties. Phenomenal, all right? So, I'm just really trying to be healthy and reading a lot of packages and the things in our food. And so I just try to do everything myself. And when you have the right tools, it just helps you get it done so much quicker, all right? So I have an onion here. We're just going to throw this in. Now, it has two settings on here. It has a pulse, so you just pulse it, right? Or you just push it, leave it on. But look at this. This onion is already chopped up. Can you see that? How fine? And if you want it finer, you can go finer. But this is the twist and chop. It is on special. Highly recommend it. You are going to get so much use out of it. You can put your smoothies in here. Oh, I'm having a candied walnut candied walnut salad for my friends with this today. And it has, so I made my salad dressing because I was able to mix some things up, and then I had to pour the oil in slowly. And so there has a little hole here, so if you want to add some liquids to it, it has a little hole that you can do that as well. So that is the twist and chop. And I wanted to save a piece of that onion, and I didn't, because I wanted to show you the mandolin. So if you need this here, if you have the old mandolin, was afraid to cut your fingers off, this one here has two knobs. It has a French fry, a slice, and a julienne, and then it has this knob tells you thicker or thinner. It goes from a 1 to an 8, so very thin, paper thin, to a very thick slice. So you can do all of that on here, and what you do is just stand this up. You're going to put this little guy on here like this. If I do it the right way, that's the pusher. I always forget. Okay. Put that on here. This is the pusher if you need it. But you put your food in here, and then you just pump it up and down. So your fingers never come in contact with the blade. You can't cut yourself no matter how hard you try, unless you would stick your finger down in this little hopper. That would be the only way you could get your fingers, all right? And then also our stainless steel colander set, they're on special as well, 15% off through the end of the month. So make sure if you are in need of colanders, they're really nice. They have the little rubbers, they have the little rubbers on the bottom, and they're sit up high so they're not flush to your sink. So as the water's going, it's not coming back up into your food. All right, I think that is all that I needed to cover today. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. If there's a lot on your wish list and you're like, Dee, I want everything you showed me today, the best way to get it is to get it for free by hosting a party with me. We have one more week left of the month to get in for the double free host rewards, so we can squeeze you all in. And if you host a party with me between now and February, well, if you start one next weekend, you can get in on the double free, and you will also get a surprise gift from Pampered Chef valued at $30. Also, that surprise gift of $30 goes from February 1st through the 15th. So you have till then to host a party. So really, we could start one this Friday or next Friday and the following Friday. So I think that's I don't know, 1st is Sunday, so what is that? The 5th or something, 4th or 5th. So that would be the latest that you would be able to get in on that $30 surprise gift from Pampered Chef, because the party has to be submitted by the 15th of the month. So, Any questions, reach out to me. I hope you try this recipe and have an amazing day. And if you are in the areas, I think everybody is, except really out west, is getting snow. So be safe and stay warm.